Osprey are welcome to baptism. Yes. Of fire. Good to see that they can make the effort to come over, considering Kazakhstan draw.
Yeah, what, they're just too many money Kazakhstan?
Nah, yeah, they're always going to be good. They indicated this at the previous.
Yeah, I thought they weren't going to come to India, were they?
No.
Hey. Where's it coming? It's coming sort of front right, isn't it? Mm. Over there. So, welcome back to the HSBC Asian 7 Series. It's time for a Pool C game between the Philippines, who are in 6th position in the series at the moment, and debutants for this year, the Indonesians, have come along to replace the Kazakhstanis, which is good of them. Thank you very much for that, guys. So hopefully we'll make you feel welcome in this first game against the Philippines. It's full of lots of hard-hitting rugby league players, I've heard on the grapevine, so it'll be interesting to see how they go. Hopefully not too many play the balls. Well, good work there at the breakdown though, but just offside from this Holgate there. And his yellow boots, the trademark golden boots of Gareth Holgate. Jake Letts is back as well on the scene, number 6 there, the skipper. He's had a bit of a dodgy groin the last couple of times. The best he could do in action was join us in the commentary box in Mumbai, Jake Letts.
Yeah, good to see Jake back in action again.
What a legend he is too, fine young man.
Talking to Gareth Rai, the Indonesian coach, and he said the preparation is probably one of their best preparations, where he's had him for a whole week. So that'll be an indication to see where they go today.
So Yuda Ari at scrum half. Scott Atkinson playing scrum half, and the lanky figure of Mark Thompson there, number 5. Here he is with the ball now, Mark Thompson. He's quite strong. Atkinson backs him up, and they've managed to turn over possession here, recycle possession. Penalty though, something happened at the breakdown there, so Philippines on the front foot. It's Holgate, and he looks to pass but slips. That rain's got a little heavier in the last 5 to 10 minutes, and the wind a bit stronger, blowing right to left on your screen. The other thing about the Philippine squad this weekend is they welcome back the 3 Saunders brothers, Ollie, Matt and Ben. Fine collection of young men they are too. Here's one of them, Ollie Saunders. He usually plays at scrum half, standoff, and Matt Saunders as well, his brother. Let's Zapier. Oh, and this is the flying jeepney. And away he goes, first into second gear, and Justin Coveney goes over for his try. Welcome back to Asian 7 Series Rugby, Justin Coveney. He's got a weekend off the top league rugby in Japan, and he shows us his wares now with the Coca-Cola West Coast Sparks. And there was plenty of fizz there from the Coca-Cola man.
Well, you did notice, Mike, there's a couple of players that are slipping and sliding. You know, it's just unpredictable, these conditions and weather at these tournaments. So you bring the Maldives expecting to be a nice, hard, fast track, and all of a sudden the rain pours down, and players start to slip on over. Kick unsuccessful, so the Philippines take the score out to 5 points to 0. That's a sound of an indication it could be a long day with this weather there, Mike, with the thunder in the background.
Yeah, and it's the skies are consistently overcast too. There's no dark patches, which means it could be 2 or 3 hours of rain we're in for. They can be sharp about 4 o'clock, or they could be a bit longer around this time of day. So here's Ari, who looks like a snipey little player. Puts a kick down deep, and he's followed up well too. He's caught Philippines behind the advantage line here. Good chasing there from Yuda Ari. So a turnover here for the Philippines. Well done. Sorry, for Indonesia. Indonesia in red, of course, playing left to right. Just for the benefit of you and me. Get my head round it all. So a bright period of play there from Indonesia. I thought Ari was probably made the wrong decision booting it downfield, but he followed up well, and Ollie Saunders got caught behind the advantage line. So the Indonesians were able to stream into that breakdown. Turn it over. Holgate. In fact, it's Letts to Saunders, who puts in a kick for his brother Matthew. I'm not sure if he was ahead of the kick, but looks like he'll get away with it. And again, the dead ball line almost gave him up, but he manages to get it down just in time. So good try from Matthew Saunders. Also coming back, his first Asian Series event this year. Was with the Shining Arcs in Japan. And I'm sure their mum, who's from Pangasinan, will be watching the stream on YouTube and enjoying seeing her 3 boys play. Ben yet to get on the field. Here's Ollie Saunders, Matt's brother, with a conversion attempt. And he's put that one wide, so 0 for 2 for him. Not the best of starts in the kicking for Ollie Saunders. Of course, they've got Gareth Holgate, who has a pretty good kick on him as well. Holgate scored 76 points so far in the series, 10 tries and 26 points from the boot. So he's a good man to have as your backup. Lightning's getting close. Ollie Saunders puts it up. Oh, good turnover here from the Philippines. Jake Letts decides he's going to score one himself. And goes in under the post too to make it easier for Ollie.
Yeah, they just seem to be making it so simple. The skill level, considering the conditions of the pitch here, has been fantastic from the Philippines' point of view.
So will Ollie finally slot one of these shots? Can't get easier than this. An array, 1 from 3 for Ollie Saunders. I'm sure that average will pick up as the tournament wears on. So the other team in this pool, you've got a little push in the back there, Scott Atkinson. Just put him off his game a bit. And Letts goes under the posts. The other team in this pool is Sri Lanka. So Philippines-Sri Lanka will be a good game later today as well. Sri Lankans have been one of the most improved teams in this tournament this year. 3rd place in the rankings at the moment. Just not being able to give the big 2 a run for their money. Remember back in Thailand we had high expectations that they might be able to take on Japan, but in the end they lost 52-5, a very heavy defeat where they were just out-muscled and really taken out of the game in the air as well, as we hear another lightning and thunder clap. And we're going to stop for half-time with the Philippines quite a handsome lead over Indonesia. Confirmation of the score is 17 points to 0. Yeah, I think we should get down from here too, Mike. That's holding the ground on. Yeah. Yeah.
1
Hey, okay.
Here we go, back again.
$17-0. The Philippines lead Indonesia in this Pool C clash of the HSBC Asian 7 Series. Mike Rehu and Dino Heroini with you. The lightning has subsided. Still a little bit around though, but we forge on regardless. So we've had 2 games so far today. China beating Singapore, upsetting the seeding somewhat, and Korea at a canter defeating UAE. So we're halfway through this game, the 3rd match of the day of 12. It's going to be an exciting afternoon, Dino.
Yeah, well, hopefully that's the last we see of the lightning thunderstorm, Mike. But you know what Singapore's like. I'm sure it's going to come back and haunt us again. But
as long as it doesn't come back and fry us, mate, I'll be happy. Yeah, haunting's fine.
Well, we're vulnerable up in our little aluminium stand up there, Mike. So I'll make sure I'll keep my rubber flip-flops on. That's for sure.
Yeah, good idea, Dino. Now the show's got to go on. We've got floodlights here at the Yio Chu Kang Stadium, so I guess we could manage after 7, but they're hoping to wrap it all up by 6:30. So Indonesia will kick off in the second half. They get it long to Jake Letts. It goes down nicely. Marco Sebastian trying to slow the ball down at ruck time though. Eventually it comes. Ben Saunders was there. Watch for Ben Saunders, he's a promising young player. Playing NRL Rugby League for the West. Oh, that's a lovely pick up there from the Philippines. Racing away 2 down the outside to Matthew Saunders for his 2nd try of the match. It may have come 40 minutes apart, which is unusual in 7s rugby, but there you go. Matthew Saunders in for his 2nd of the game, 22-0.
Great vision kick through. There's just no one in the back door there waiting for that kick behind the Indonesian team. So they were caught up flat, and the Philippines capitalised on that. Great pickup in these conditions too, Mike. So well done to Saunders.
Well, the Philippines have some very skillful players. There's no doubt about that. It's Ollie Saunders with his 4th shot of the day. 1 from 3 so far. And make that 1 from 4, so not the best kicking in the world, although very wet conditions and some of the kicks from quite a way out. So it's 22-0. We just see the end of the pickup there from Matthew Saunders. So Ollie Saunders will restart playing. Gone reasonably long here, down the back to Mark Thompson. Here's Ari. It really does look like a promising little player, diminutive little character, but snappy player. Scott Atkinson, who's solid in midfield. Ari again, distributing well. Oh, but there's a turnover there. Ball coming out on the Philippine side, and it's Holgate. He goes in the corner for Philippines' 5th try. Well, that was good opportunist work there from the Philippines team. Indonesia taking the ball into contact and just a little knock on, and quick as a flash, the Philippines counter-attacking from 10 metres out, and over for the try, Gareth Holgate, who must be keen to have a kick himself here at goal. Holgate moves his points tally for the series to 81. That's his 11th try.
Well, you got to look at the Indonesian team. They've actually got a great conversion from the sideline there. But you look at the Indonesian team, Mike, and you know they have been brought in a very late stage of this tournament, and Here we go with that pick up there and a nice inside part. Looks slightly forward there with the ball propelling forward, I would assume, from my position here. But yeah, good that Indonesia have come in a very late part of the series with Kazakhstan's withdrawal here at the Singapore leg, Mike.
Saw a shot of Alex Aronson, who's come on. He's going to kick off here. Aronson at number 1, and that's Coveney 10. Here's Aronson. Shallow kick. I think it's Sebastian who tried to take the ball, but again it's a turnover. This time it's Holgate who goes to ground and going down on the ball. That's unusual. He must have just had his weight off his hands and not too happy about the referee's decision, so marched back 10 metres. Is that referee Azar? Oh, it is too. I thought he'd gone into retirement, Azar, but he's still looking fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, no, well, a home tournament, so he doesn't have to go very far to travel.
That's true, yeah, very much. Family man. That was a good bid down the left flank from Indonesia. Recycled well. Sebastian gets it to the lanky figure of Haurisa. Ari distributes here to Thompson. A little knock on there from Marcus. But a reasonably bright period of play there from Indonesia. And when the bowl comes around tomorrow, I'm sure they're going to enjoy taking on teams like UAE. This Ari, he's impressed me as a feisty little character at the base of the scrum, Dino.
Yeah, he has a mould for definitely a scrum half, but he doesn't mind making those tackles against some of these bigger Filipino boys.
And there again, too, some good skills at the bottom of the scrum, trapping the ball with his foot. Great reflexes.
Just another one of their fine products that's come through their system there, Mike. And you know, the only way they can even get better is playing in tournaments like this. So well done for the brewery to send the team through.
Good scrum there too. Sebastian getting the side of his scrum round. Here's Holgate, who fancies himself on the outside, and rightly so. He sent one of the flyers away. I think it's Dennis Gordon. Flash Gordon, they call him. His brother, Kevin, he's one of the fastest players in the NRL, plays for the Gold Coast Titans. And Dennis has played quite a bit of league himself. And we just see a shot there of Chuk, the Philippines coach, admiring the play from the Philippines. It's got them into the 30s. Here's Aronson. He's from the west coast of the USA. Aronson not having any success either, a bit like Ollie. So the rain continues to come down here at Yio Chu Kang Stadium. As Aronson looks to restart, must be only seconds on the clock. That's a tempting kickoff. Sebastian calls for it, but Busi fancies his chances too. Here's Ari. Got a lovely pass on him. Sebastian gets it out and about. Sebastian goes in to try and clean out. Does a good job in the end. Ari senses down the blind side there's some room. It's Atkinson who manages to flip the ball inside, but it's Holgate who's there to tidy it up. Dreves, Boheni, out to Coveney. What's the flying jeepney going to do? Cuts on the inside, gets up to speed, puts in a lovely little kick. It probably didn't go as far as he expected, but Dreves has got it. Flips it back here to Aronson. And Aronson showing a little bit of magic there himself. Did he place the ball on the line? No, says the referee, but we're playing advantage here anyway. It's a penalty to the Philippines. And the player off their feet trying to sweep it back with their hands. So Dreves quickly. Boheni, and he's got a man outside. And quickly goes Sean Lynch, who just strolls over for his first try of the tournament. And his 8th of the series, Sean Lynch.
Yeah, you can understand what type of kick through he was trying to do from the Philippines, just to gain a little bit more, turning that team around. and just didn't quite pay off.
Well, here's an interesting one. Of course, Sri Lanka are the other team in this pool, and have the Philippines brought the team here to Singapore to give them a tickle up? This is going to be a very interesting clash later today. We're going to have a couple of good games in this last round of matches. I think Malaysia will take on Korea in Pool B, and yeah, I can just sense that the decider of Pool C may be a very interesting clash as well. So Philippines underlying their credentials for this tournament with a nice strong victory over Indonesia. As we just see the finishing of the last try here, and Lynch, who just got on the field, nice draw and pass from Boheni, and Lynch just gets up to speed and strolls on over. So final score, Philippines 39 defeating Indonesia 0.